Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Good morning mula po sa Provincial Veterinary Office. Good morning mga sweethearts. Ito po ang magiging daloy ng ating programa ngayon. Ang national anthem will be led by Mr. Raul Sebedurian at aming agricultural technologies. Ang Pledge of Allegiance to the Philippine Flag or panunumpa sa katapatan sa watawat ay pangungunahan sa atin ni Ms. Nim Pasakop, ang aming pong agricultural technologies. At ang Oath of the Public Servant or panunumpa ng lingkod bayan ay pangungunahan po sa atin Mr. Estanislao del Rosario, again ang aming agricultural technologies. At ang Singing of Pilipinas Kung Mahal will be led to us by Mr. Joey A. Sakop, another agricultural technologies.
Isang mapagpala at makadiyos na umaga po sa ating lahat. Hinihiling po na umara po tayo sa ating watawat para sa ating kabansahan ng Pilipinas. Ilagay po natin ang ating kanang kamay sa ating kalimang dibdib at awitin po natin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Bayang mag-iiyaw, perlas ang silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, ngayon ka nang magiting sa manlulupig. Di ka pa sisil sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhatit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Taas po natin ang ating kanang kamay para sa panunumpa ng katapatan sa watawat. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag, na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan, na pinakikilos ng sambayan ng makadiyos, makakalikasan, makatao at makabansa.
Ayaw naman. Dito na po portrait.
Ulit natin itaas ang ating kanang kamay para po sa panunumpa ng lingkod bayan. Ako ay isang lingkod bayan.
Ito, hindi na ikot.
Pangangalagaan ko ang tiwalang ipinagkaloob ng mamamayan. Maglilingkod ako na may malasakit, katapatan at kahusayan na walang kinikilingan. Magiging mabuting at ginawa ko at magbibigay ng pag-asa at inspirasyon sa aking kapwa lingkod bayan. Lilinangin ko ang aking sariling kakayahan upang sa lahat ng panahon ay mapaglingkuran ko ng buong kahusayan ang sambayanan. Hindi ako makikibahagi sa mga katiwalian sa pamahalaan. Pipigilan at isisiwalat ko ito sa pamamagitan ng tama at angkop na pamamaraan. Isa sa buhay ko ang isang lingkod bayang makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. Tutugon ako sa mga hamon ng makabagong panahon tungo sa adikahain ng matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay. Sa mga tungkulin at adikahain ito, kasihan nawa ako ng may kapal.
Hindi na siya sinusupport na naka-portrait.
Sabay-sabay po nating awitin ang Pilipinas Kung Mahal. Ang bayan ko'y tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo'y ibibigay. Tungkulin ko'y gagampanan na lagi kang paglingkuran
Ang laya mo'y gagampanan, Pilipinas kong mahal. Ang bayan ko'y tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal. Ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo'y bibigay. Tungkulin ko'y gagampanan, na lagi kang paglingkuran. Ang laya mo'y gagampanan, Pilipinas kong mahal.
Thank you. Maraming salamat po. Ngayon naman po sa aming accomplishment report for the ang atin pong masipag na provincial veterinarian ng buong Laguna.
Anyway, it is a privilege to be hosting the flag ceremony today, April 15, 2024, and this will be my last hosting of this flag ceremony. Mag-retire na ako final execution. Kahit po ilang beses na ako tinatanong ni Admin, Leia, Gijo, Howdy, ito na mag-retire. Yes, 7:21. Totohanan talaga. So, since this would be my last, not the last for my office, of course, for this flag ceremony, I would like to thank everybody, especially the Governor, Governor Rodrigo Hernandez, Admin, sa kanilang tulong po sa aming opisina. Siyempre, Leader ni Ma'am Leia. Recently, meron po kaming nadagdag. Actually, nadagdag na habang nangyayado at nag-promote na dalawang nangyayado. Ito ay sa tulong ko ni Admin at ni Ma'am Leia. So, ang mangyayari po ay sa January, private citizen award. And I would also like to thank the 42 employees po ng opisina namin, 32 na permanent, limang casual, 1 body, and 1 vacant, 7 JO, 5 ho ay under our office, and 2 ho under PBO. So, thank you ho sa PBO sa tulong nila sa amin sa checkpoint. Ang ating checkpoint po, livestock checkpoint, ay nasa Nanguma, Pabitak, Laguna, 24/7 po doon. So, hindi po talaga balak pumunta. So, okay na ho yung aming, just asking, 16 minutes and 30 seconds of your time na panoorin yung aming accomplishment. Actually, sabi ko nga kanina, pwede naman yung hindi makinig. Kaya lang, huwag lang maingay. So, sana ho, ma-appreciate nyo ang ginagawa ng Office of the Provincial Veterinarian.
Ayan, nakalive.
The Office of the Provincial Veterinarian was created in January 6, 1995, under the virtue of the Republic Act No. 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991. The province is envisioned to have disease-free animals with empowered livestock and poultry raisers, as we guided by the following missions. First, promotion of improved animal production through natural breeding and artificial insemination using an upgraded and hybrid or genetically improved breeds of animals. Second, safeguard all animals in any kinds of diseases through access to basic veterinary services. Third, provide continuous education for all animal stakeholders through training or seminars on improved technologies. Fourth, perform veterinary functions. In 2023, a total of 165,953 dogs and cats were vaccinated against rabies, both in field and walk-in client, serving a total of 97,458 clients or pet owners, while 2,751 were treated against different kinds of diseases. 3,017 were dewormed, 1,065 were supplemented with vitamins and minerals, and 1,099 has availed our consultation service. Of these, a total of 5,875 clients were served. To control dog and cat population and minimize the number of stray dogs, a total of 2,828 dogs and cats were spayed and castrated, serving a total of 5,857 clients. On the other hand, for the control and eradication of diseases, among economically important diseases of livestock and poultry, such as the control and eradication of avian influenza, or AI, a total of 88 barangays were visited for AI negative monitoring and collected 894 samples, 961 oropharyngeal swab, both for laboratory analysis, serving a total of 130 clients. While for the African swine fever or the ASF, we visited 247 barangay and collected 561 blood samples, also for laboratory tests, serving a total of 385 backyard swine raisers. In response to the farmers who were heavily affected by the ASF disease, the office, in the coordination with the Department of Agriculture, or RF04, we distributed a total of 558 piglets and 558 bags of fowl feeds to 186 swine raisers from the 24 municipalities and 2 cities of the province. Likewise, we also visited and monitored 68 commercial livestock and poultry farmers in the province for the farm accreditation, as well as to find out if they are compliant with the good animal husbandry practices or NEGAHAP. Another economically important livestock species are the cattle, carabao, sheep, and goat, of which a total of 1,273 were vaccinated against hemorrhagic septicemia, serving a total of 459 clients. Likewise, a total of 2,401 carabao, 452 for cattle, and 773 goats were dewormed and treated against fasciolosis, serving a total of 994 farmers. As part of our regulatory service, the office established a checkpoint to monitor and screen the transport of animals intended for slaughter or growing feeding sheep in and out of the province, are free of any diseases. Another important strategy being implemented by the PPO to effectively ensure that all the animals being shipped out of the province are free of any diseases is the issuance of shipping permit. For the year 2023, a total of 18,668,529 heads of broiler, 31,439 heads of swine, 536,375 trays of egg, 518 boxes of beef, and 68 other animals including dogs, cats, goat, cows, and carabaos was inspected, giving the province a total collection of 2,09,135 pesos or a monthly average income of 168,887 pesos. Meat inspection services. A total of 35 accredited and locally registered meat establishments for 22 slaughterhouses and 13 dressing plants in the 24 municipalities and 6 cities of the province are regularly monitored if they are compliant with the NMIS rules and regulations to ensure the public that the meat being sold in our markets are clean and free from any diseases. From January to December 2023, a total of 17,882 metric tons was produced or processed for pork, 800 metric tons for beef, 1,035 metric tons for cara beef, 2.5 metric tons for mutton, and 9,991 metric tons of poultry. This is in coordination with the 34 meat inspectors or MIC of Laguna. Our office is also in charge of monitoring the market prices of livestock and poultry meats, particularly in the big markets of the province, namely San Pedro, Binyan, Santa Rosa, Cabuyao, Calamba, Los Baños, Bay, San Pablo, Santa Cruz, and Sinibucan. Based on our report, the most expensive meat is in Santa Cruz Wet Market, followed by the municipalities and cities public markets in the first and second district, while the cheapest meat can be brought to the public market. Animal production. Improving or increasing production in livestock is done either through natural breeding using purebred or F1 bull and Cara bull, or through artificial insemination using frozen semen of purebreds. This is done to improve or upgrade our local or native animals for better meat and milk production. For this purpose, 219 cattle and 143 carabaos were inseminated, serving a total of 306 farmers, which produced and upgraded 26 offspring of cattle and 23 carabaos. Training. In support of the control program of African swine fever and avian influenza or the bird flu, the Provincial Veterinary Office conducted a seminar for specimen collection and handling for barangay biosecurity officers or the BBOs. This seminar aims to equip the BBOs with the knowledge and skills of collecting blood samples, oropharyngeal swab, and environmental swab. These are the best strategies to monitor the presence of ASF and AI diseases. A total of 117 barangay biosecurity officers from the 24 municipalities and 6 cities of the province were trained for 3 consecutive years. For the year 2023, we trained 29 BBOs. Another very significant training which aims to upgrade the skills and knowledge of the province meat inspectors is the ruling seminar on rules and regulations for meat inspectors of Laguna. The BVO trained a total of 45 MIs from the 1st District to 4th District, who manage a total of 24 slaughterhouses, 2 AAs and 22 LRM, and 13 dressing plants. RMIs will give us the assurance that we Lagunenses are eating meat that are clean and free from any diseases. Budget for all this training were provided by our provincial government of Laguna. This includes a number of livelihood trainings on pig husbandry, native and free-range chicken production, goat management, apiculture or the beekeeping, and the meat processing and preservation. FLS SPF, or the Farmer Livestock School on Sustainable Pig Farming. It is a significant milestone of the OBB Laguna, the first in Calabarzon since 2013. It is in coordination with the Agricultural Training Institute of Region 4A. The FLS SPF Operational Manual has the International Standard Book Number, or the ISBN, and its copyright was released last 2021. This learning by doing approach of training runs for 16 weeks with a once-a-week lecture and actual demonstration. The program aims to teach swine farmers the technology of SPF, in which feed is cheaper and natural. It also promotes a system of swine farming which has consideration and respect to environment and human life. As of December 2023, a total of 21 season-long training was conducted, producing 911 graduates, and our main consideration is the establishment of our training center, with many FitMin funded by our provincial government. Very first again in Calabarzon. Thank you po, Gov. We did not stop from FLS on sustainable pig farming. We developed another technology which we call Farmers Poultry School on Sustainable Broiler Production. It is once again first in Calabarzon. Just like the FLS on sustainable pig farming, it is a method of learning by doing which runs for 9 weeks. The projects promotes the technology of producing broiler feeds, which is cheaper and natural, and the broiler farming, which is environment friendly or makakalikasan and with respect to human life. As of December 2023, a total of 134 were trained from this said program. Aside from training and seminars, OBB impart and disseminate its program and project through the conduct of Information and Education Campaign, or the IEC, symposium, and participation in exhibits. For the year 2023, OBB conducted a total of 6 IEC on RA 9482, or the Responsible Pet Ownership. A total of 456 grade 4 to 6 students from Pakil and Cavinti attended this IEC. Likewise, a total of 155 participants composed of barangay officials, residents, and municipal dog and cat task force members also attended this training. Symposium on rabies awareness during the CSC Long Weekend celebration was conducted last September 13, 2023. This was participated by a total of 150 city and municipality agriculturists, city veterinarians, municipal health officers, livestock inspectors, and barangay health workers. This activity was in coordination with the Provincial Health Office. Who would forget on the dog and cat fun match or show during Anilag, which attended by 1,000 excited Lagunenses. The Anilag anyway was originated in our office way back 1997 during the time of the late Dr. Rebo, which means Ani ng Laguna. Proud and honor will remain to us, Office of the Provincial Veterinary. The remaining and the future tasks are more challenging, especially on the impending devolution of extension services from the Department of Agriculture to us, local government units or the LGUs, but with the full support of our leaders, our governor and his team, from our provincial administrator, finance group, and all the offices of our Laguna provincial government, our Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and the concerted mind and action of Provincial Veterinary Office from its head, Dr. Mary Grace M. Bustamante, our Provincial Veterinarian, Dr. Michael L. Cortez, our Assistant Provincial Veterinarian, and 3 divisions. Operation Team headed by Dr. Jefferson O. Rendiosa, Research Monitoring and Marketing Assistance Team headed by Ms. Lilibeth A. Macalagay, and administrative team headed by Ms. Heidi Peñaranda. Together, we are always ready to conquer the challenges. We will not rest to give the best we can for Servisyong Tama.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. Ngayon naman po, tawagan po natin si Ma'am Lea Javier para po sa roll call for attendance.
Good morning po! Morning! Summer na. Init, no? Anyway, we would like to recognize all our department heads who are here today, headed, of course, by our Provincial Administrator, Attorney Dulce Rebanan. We have Ma'am Karina Macalos, Ma'am Fatima Eleanor Villaseñor, Sir Rivencio Malabanan, Engineer Pablo Del Mundo, Ma'am Rosalia Cortez, Ma'am Joy Piling Bacanto, Ma'am Feli Cruz, Ma'am Michi Elbo, Engineer Abet Arellano, Ma'am Jocelyn Mitan, Ma'am Justina Garcia, Dr. Jed Dagsan, Ma'am Nelia Espino, of course, Dr. Mary Grace Bustamante, Ma'am Lucia Almeda, Sir Alvin Sejo. Sandali guys, alam ko mainit. Dr. Sara Salamat, Dr. Judy Rondilla, Dr. Gretel Contejino, Dr. Hermar Parmelosa, Dr. Gilson Valendo, Dr. Edgar Palacol, Dr. Maria Eloisa Inano, Dr. Peter Uy. May nakalimutan po ba ako? And of course, Dr. Rene Bagamasbad and Sir Chris Sanji. And we would also like na siguro kapag po we have our second quarter lingkod pasasalamat, birthday po ni Engineer Yuri, noong 14. So, makikiabot po sa ating NTMO who is already retirable. So, we hope to see Engineer Yuri soon on our awards. Ma'am Michi Elbo, na-mention ko naman po kayo. So, mulit-muli po, I would like to introduce to you, of course, to give the message of our Governor, Ramil Laurel Hernandez. Please welcome our Provincial Administrator, Attorney Dulce Rebanan.
Thank you, maraming salamat. Magandang umaga. Good morning. Mainit na umaga sa inyong lahat. Well, anyway, sa pangalan po ng ating Gobernador, Ramil Laurel Hernandez, nais nating batiin ang ating mga department heads, assistant department lahat. At syempre po sa ating host ngayong umaga, kay Dr. Bustamante, the accomplishment speaks for itself. Alam nyo, tahimik na tahimik yung opisina nila, pero and we were surprised sa dami po ng accomplishment na nagawa ng Office of the Provincial Veterinarian. Kaya palakpakan naman natin kasama sa Office of the Provincial Veterinary Office. Sa pangunguna, of course, si Dr. Mary Grace Bustamante. Magre-retire ka na talaga, Doktora. Hindi na kayang pigilan. Well, anyway, maraming salamat po sa service na ibinigay mo sa Provincial Government of Laguna. Alam niyo itong Provincial Veterinary Office, sila yung stewards, no, ng animal welfare and well-being. Pero sa pangangalaga nila sa mga hayop, ultimately, ang nagbe-benefit niyan ay ang mga tao, di ba? Nakita naman natin kung anong ginagawa nila sa hayop at syempre, ultimately, tayo rin po mga tao ang nakikinabang. Thank you, Doktora Bustamante. May you continue to serve the community with diligence and compassion, and may your actions reflect your dedication in the promotion of animal well-being and welfare. So sa ating po lahat na ating mga kasama, magandang umaga po muli sa inyo. God bless you. Ayoko nang pahabain. Alam ko naiinitan na kayo. Mainit. Well, anyway, magtrabaho na po tayo. Lunes na naman. Thank you very much. Good morning.